today I want to speak about our amazing sponsor, V&J Auto Body. That's right. V&J Auto Body has now opted to be our primary sponsor here on the podcast, and we couldn't be happier. So V&J Auto Body is a shop that's been around for 40 years. It's a family-owned shop. It still is, okay? Yours truly works there. I have worked there for 9 years. I'm a manager and a writer. We have a fantastic, dynamic crew, right? Professional in all ways. Myself and my partner have between us probably about 40 years combined experience in the insurance industry in various roles. The shop itself is a very progressive shop. And what I mean by that is a future forward-looking shop. We have attained most major manufacturer certifications. All right, most recently, we just became Range Rover certified and Rivian. All right, we continue to move forward in that realm as well. All right, so from a standpoint of being prepared to assist you, the public, in every possible way when it comes to having your collision damaged vehicle repaired and restored to pre-loss condition, V&J Auto Body is the one place you need to be. All right. The shop itself, we have some of the most highly trained technicians. We have the most advanced equipment, right? And we're continually upgrading that and continuing the training, right, for all people. And they really make the investment, folks. I mean, we're sending guys across the country. The owners themselves, James Verone and Chandler, are always attending various industry seminars and various talking heads and folks that are intimately involved in the industry, right? So that we stay ahead of the curve and we know what's happening before it happens. All right, we know what's coming, so we're prepared. All right, we are prepared both intellectually, technically, all right, and also business-wise. All right, and the one thing you can always count on with V&J Auto Body is we're going to represent your interests and not the interests of the insurance company. All right, and we're going to be with you all the way from start to finish. All right, our professional office staff, all right, they're of claim rep quality. All right, and the girls do a phenomenal job. They really know the insurance industry inside out, all right, and they can make sure that your claim gets reported, recorded, and handled the right way from the beginning. All right, so you don't have to worry about that part of the aggravation. All right, V&J is going to take care of all that for you. All right, V&J Auto Body, they are in Lindenhurst and can be reached at 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. Of course, they are on our network at collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, but V&J Auto Body, folks, if you're in the Babylon area, if you live in the town of Babylon, you're in that area, you certainly should be having your car repaired there. So remember, all right, if you get into an accident or you need to file an insurance claim, give the folks over at V&J Auto Body a call, 631-226-0070. They have your back. All right, well, welcome, everybody. Welcome back. It's Peter Crouch, the one and only Crash Course, the one and only show that lets you know everything you need to know, right? You know, our mantra over here, you've been following us now, that is we're giving you information and knowledge you need and can use and advice you can trust, and that's so true. All right, so welcome to the show. I am stoked today. I got to tell you, man, I'm like a firecracker, light the fuse. I'm going to go off here in just a minute. See this right here? Remember I said I read the things nobody wants to read, right? Here, I listen to the things you don't want to listen to. Well, that's what yours truly did. And just to give you a little sneak preview of what we're going to be launching into here when I light my fuse. So I heard the EV thing got a lot of people rattled. So we're going to kind of go back to that here today, at least in the beginning of the show. I think you're going to find it pretty funny. something that just hit the news. It was on CNN Money and Fox Business. They were all over this stuff. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll just get all the pleasantries out of the way here. Welcome, everybody. Hey, if you're a newbie, you heard about me, or maybe you saw me, you heard me, or found me, or somebody heard me and then told you to listen to me. Whatever it is, maybe you just absolutely bored out of your skull and you had nothing to do, and you're like, who the hell is this idiot? And you want to check me out. Welcome to the show. Folks, everybody who's been supporting me from the beginning, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We do continue to grow. I just want to get to the core things I want to talk about here in just a moment, so just hang in there. Just to go through, run through the usual rundown here, all right? So if you're just stopping by, you kind of get you kind of leveled out here and what we're doing, what we're about. So Crash Course, we've been doing this now for over 2.5 years. Started at the radio, now we're on the podcast. We're keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. All right, we're evolving with the times. Even though I'm not evolving, I'm actually becoming a fossil and a dinosaur in this world. But that's what happens when you're age, right? At any rate, thankfully the show and the company's not, and that's a good thing. So Crash Course, what we do here is we like to say we are the voice of the Long Island auto body industry. All right, that is absolutely true. Don't let anybody bamboozle you with any other BS. We are the only people that are talking to you, the folks, right? So we are the voice of the Long Island auto body industry, and of course we're speaking on behalf of the small business industry, right? Which is what the auto body industry is. We're speaking on their behalf, right? They're not, right? We are Crash Course. Crash Course is also the voice of the one and only Collision Service Network. Go to collisionservicenetwork.com. If you haven't done so, please go there. We also encourage people to opine on your opinion about this show and other things that are on the website. Let us know what you think, all right? And please leave us a little ditty there. We have the old Google review thing going. All right, like I said, we leaped headfirst into the 21st century this year. All right, collisionservicenetwork.com. So I am obviously the owner and the founder of that company. Been around for 4 years. Its central mission, of course, is to promote and support the privately owned and operated auto body industry in Long Island. All right, and that is a clear distinction that we like to make proudly. All right, and we want to let the folks know. We've let the folks know through the years why that is, and I'll touch on that again. All right, but the second part of that mission statement is the part that I enjoy thoroughly, and that's the part of talking to you, the folks, the consumer. All right, so what we mean by that is we are educating, all right, the consumer by letting them know what their rights and expectations are when it comes to your personal auto policy, and some other insurance issues as well. And of course, very, very significantly, we're also helping the folks to understand a very little and very known business, which is the auto body industry, right? Most of us don't even know what the hell goes on with that. And some of us, quite frankly, may never, okay? Although statistically, according to the Department of Transportation, they don't claim that's going to be the case. But I actually do know people that have managed for 25 years and not even have a fender bender. Don't ask me how. I don't know. Maybe they're, I asked them one time, are you driving a horse and buggy or are you driving a car? Because I don't know how the hell you avoid that, but they did. All right, but statistically, folks, all of us will end up in that boat sometime, all right? And that's why it's very important today more than ever. I've been in this industry for about 30 years now, and today I have to tell you, without even thinking about it, it is more important today than ever before to understand the collision auto body business. Okay, it used to be this, and it's still an enigma out there. All right, but we're helping to clarify that. We're helping to put some perspective on that, and to help the folks to better understand that. So you're informed and you're better able to make decisions. Right? I mean, that's what it's all. At the end of the day, that's what this is about, right? Giving you information and knowledge you need and can use, right? And advice you could trust. All right, so that's some of what we're doing for the folks in the auto body industry. And, you can find us everywhere that everybody likes to be today, right? We're active on Instagram, Facebook. I just checked out the Facebook page there, Mr. Engineer. Anthony's got a big smile back there. Thank God I have Anthony, because I don't even interact with half the stuff. I got so much stuff going on. But I looked at the Facebook page is really cool. It's very dynamic. Please go there. If you're a Facebook person, check us out. Instagram, of course, Spotify, right? That's probably where you're hearing us here. with the podcast Crash Course. So Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. I also want to promote the YouTube channel. Right, I'm a big YouTube guy. All right, I said that in the last show. I'm a musician. I play the drums. Bop bop bop. And it's been like crack for me. I mean, it's just, I never thought I'd become a YouTuber, but I really am. I mean, it's just absolutely, it's amazing. You go to YouTube, and for me, I'll put in drum cover to Smoke on the Water, or Carry On Wayward Son. Everybody's probably laughing right now. What the hell is he talking about? These are songs from the 70s. I'm in a band. We do late 60s, early 70s, Rolling Stones, all that kind of good stuff. And thank God for YouTube, right? Because, I mean, good luck trying to get the sheet music, let alone the drum music. I mean, where the hell am I going to find drum notation for Rolling Stones and and some of the classic blues, right? Probably not, right? Probably never. But thanks to YouTube, I can go there and I can just put in whatever I want. It pretty much comes up, all right? So we have a really incredible YouTube channel. Please go there, check us out. Please subscribe. All right, and become a member there and start following us there. We do some pretty cool videos. In fact, we just put one together last week that I think I've been told will be hitting the press this week at some time. I'm getting a thumbs up in the control room here. We don't really have a control room, but it sounds important. It sounds really impressive. We have a control room here at the podcast. There's no control room. Anyway, I'm getting a thumbs up, so that's going to be out. That'll be available. Go check it out. YouTube us. All right, please subscribe. Please tell everybody. Continue to spread the word about the one and only Crash Course. You folks are going to be the smartest people out there when it comes to insurance, collision, and everything else in between. All right, because like I said, I'm reading the stuff nobody wants to read, and I'm listening to stuff nobody wants to listen to. All right, so welcome to the show. Here we go. Ready? I told you. I'm ready to go. I'm stoked. This kind of crap really gets me lit, all right? Bang. Just lit the fuse. All right, so let's get into it. So EVs, electric vehicles, right? Battery-operated cars, hybrid cars, the whole nine yards, right? We all know about it. It's been here now for a while. It's all over the place. You can't avoid it. You see them on the road. You hear the commercials. You hear people talking about it, all right? But I dedicated a whole show to this, and we got quite a reaction. I love it. I love reactions. Don't be afraid to react. I mean, we don't care. However way we want to react, critically, positively, we love people reacting to our shows, all right? But this seemed to garner a lot of attention, and I thought this was funny that now this I just saw this the other day, and I said, well, I got to get this out there. I got to tell people about this. So what I was trying to talk about, and I did get some negative feedback, and that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't trashing the EVs. Listen, I work at V&J Auto. Oh, by the way, V&J Auto Body, one of our amazing sponsors of Crash Course. Thank you very much, Chandler, Ravone, and James, the proud new owners of V&J. Folks, V&J Auto Body, state-of-the-art operation over there. I mean, 50,000 square foot building, plus the other 30,000 square foot, plus the building up where I'm at. Folks, I can't say enough about V&J Auto Body. They are focused on the future and positioned for the present. All right, and if you're serious about your car, if you own your car and you're serious about who's fixing it and how they're fixing it, and you live in the Babylon, Farmingdale area, Babylon Township, all right, you need to be taking your car there. All right, V&J Auto Body is at 941 Wellwood Avenue in beautiful downtown Lindenhurst, between the tracks and 109. But seriously, these guys are certified across almost every major manufacturer. All right, and certifications are very important, right? I dedicated some shows to that, and we'll be coming back. We'll be touching on that again about why you need to understand how important the certification is, all right, for you when it comes to fixing. And every vehicle, I'm not talking about like some, off-the-wall Tesla or Rolls-Royce or Bentley. No, I am talking about your average vehicle out there, GM, Ford, Chrysler, all right? They all have their certification processes now. It's very, very important, all right? And V&J Auto Body has made the investment in people, products, tools, and processes, all right, to make sure that they can handle nearly every major manufacturer out there. They have aluminum certified, structural certified, all right? They also just became Rivian, all right? Another battery-operated car. But they're Rivian certified as well. And they've been fixing Teslas from the beginning. I can't say enough. We're so stoked and excited that they decided to sponsor the show. All right, so thank you very much to V&J Auto Body. Everybody show V&J Auto Body some love. Go to VandJAutobody.com. Check them out. That's where you need to be if you need your car fixed. All right, so getting back to the main frame here today. EVs, we're going to come back around, circle back. Remember that one? Circle back. What the hell was her name? Circle back Jackie or something, or Saki, or I don't know. Japanese American. Anyway, we're circling back. All right, and what we're going to do is I want this is that's why I'm so stoked. Well, I'm stoked. Actually, I'm not so stoked about the EV, but I'm stoked about something else that happened that I really want to let you folks know about. All right, you really need to know about this. Really pissed me off too. All right, I got involved in some really complex issue involving a car, involving a damaged car, a body shop. It was a big mess, but you guys are going to hear it, understand how to handle it, and avoid that whole scenario. All right, so here we go. EVs, electric vehicles, right? Battery-operated cars, greatest thing since sliced bread, right? Everybody's telling us all the time, you got to buy them, you got to drive them. Forget the ice cars, the internal combustible engine. Nobody needs them. Who gives a crap? You know, they're fossils, dinosaurs. They're all dying off, right? And I said baloney. All right? I basically said I called BS, right? And then I backed it up that it was BS. Again, I'm not trashing. We got great feedback. All right, we got great feedback, and I love it. But I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm trying to say. If you like that car, then you drive it, man. I mean, you know, I drive a Ford Explorer. I can't see myself driving any other car, right? The Ford Explorer fits me, fits my personality, and that's cool. So if you like that, you know, I mean, if you like waiting 20 or 25 minutes to juice up your car, as I'm driving down the New York Thruway and passing you after I gassed up my car in 3 minutes, that's great. I mean, more power to you. You know, if you need to call a tow truck because it's minus 20 and the battery died in the car and you can't charge it up, or the charging station crapped out or blew up and went on fire, that's cool. I get it. I really do. I think that's fantastic. I mean, you're being different. You're being an individual. You're really showing everybody, you know, what you're made of, and you're basically, you know, blazing your own trail. Knock yourself out. I'm being funny, being facetious. All right, don't everybody take me that serious. But honestly, folks, the whole thing is a facade, okay? It's not a facade about buying. Obviously, people are buying them and everything, but they're not buying them like we've been led to believe, all right? Shocking, okay? Surprising to anybody after all the bullshit we went through with COVID and everything, right? Always a smoke and mirrors, folks. You got to look through the smoke. You really do today, right? And that's another reason why this show is so successful, because we look through the smoke. Right? Forget it. We don't even look through it. We just get it out of the way. We blow the smoke out of the way. They blow the smoke up your ass. We get it out of the way. All right? But you gotta really look through things today, folks. I can't stress that enough. All right? You just can't believe everything you see. All right? There's the old saying out there: believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. All right? That applies more today than ever before. And they were talking about that 100 years ago. All right. So, what do we got here? Here we go, right? Fresh off the press. Fisker. Anybody heard of Fisker? Not me. I'm in the freaking car industry. I was like, who the hell is this? So apparently, this is another one of those EV car manufacturers that started up, I don't know, back in 21 or something, or 22. I never heard of this thing. I don't know what the hell it is. Apparently, whatever it is or was, sucked, right? The guy just filed for bankruptcy. The company did. All right? They're in the tank. They're in the crapper. They got no money. No cash flow. So they filed for bankruptcy. All right. Fisker. And their car was the Fisker. What the hell was this thing? The Fisker Ocean. Wow. The Fisker Ocean. Apparently this guy was out in California, launched this company in 22, had all kinds of fancy sales pitches and demos and all this other crap, and never went anywhere. The reviews I read on the car, people that were brave enough to buy one, said it was the biggest bunch of garbage crap that they ever drove. I don't know. It looked good. I saw a picture of it. It looked fancy. But remember what I just said? You got to be careful, right? Believe in half of what you see and none of what you hear. So the car looked great. Apparently it was a piece of garbage. All right, and this guy, his company, had to file for the worst car I ever reviewed. All right, that's what one person said. What did I want to say about Fisker? Fisker's bankruptcy is another sign. All right, listen up. Heads up. Hello. All right, Fisker's bankruptcy is another sign of the broader headwinds and speed bumps now facing the growing EV industry. Worldwide sales. Ready? Listen up. This is why I was so stoked on this. Worldwide sales of plug-in vehicles could rise 21% this year, according to recent forecasts by the International Energy Agency. While significant, right? Again, sounds cool. Woo, 21%. Wow, they're going up 21%. Yeah, what they don't tell you is the ICE cars, all right, internal combustion engines, they're going up 45%. They leave that out. They tell you 21% increase. Increase over what? Over 20% from last year? Statistics are amazing, man. I took that in college. Let me tell you, one thing you learn about statistics is you can basically skew them to represent whatever result you want, right? While significant, that's a smaller rise than the 35% increase in 23. Bingo! Applause, please, for me. Folks, what was I telling you a few episodes ago, right? When I was ripping on the EVs, this is exactly what I was talking about. I thought this was calm when I saw this. I got to show you, but this was too funny. When I saw this, I'm like, holy crap. So this is another EV car, man. Now you got the other one now, Rivian, listen up, Rivian, right? I think they only make trucks, I think. I ought to know. I had to take like 30 courses on this thing. I work at V&J, as I full disclosure, I tell everybody. We had to take like 30 courses on how to fix these things and all this other crap. I think they make like 2 SUVs. They're pretty cool, I got to tell you. The large truck, my boss has one, looks great, looks like a real truck inside. Doesn't look like a spaceship or, something from the Jetsons. The other truck looks pretty cool too. But, listen up, big but. Guess what? They're losing money. That's right. They can't get their shit together. It's costing them more money to make every car than they're making back, all right? So it's another ass-backwards battery-operated car company that looks good, sounds good, Rivian, right? Well, we're taking the industry by storm. No, they're not. The only thing they're taking is themselves to jail or to the bankruptcy court, all right? It's not working out too well for Rivian. Now, I don't know, they're still viable, barely, all right? And according to the CEO and some other talking heads over there, they're straightening everything out. Well, that remains to be seen. Folks, I just thought that this was basically just proving my point from a few episodes ago. That's all, right? And I wanted to share this with all the folks out there because I said, bingo, here it is, all right? Fisker, never heard of this shit, but Fisker electric car company, no more. They're going under, right? The Fisker Ocean is going into the ocean. It's sinking. At any rate, it says here that they were dealing with a lot of unforeseen circumstances that has crept up in the industry that's causing a lot of headwinds. And folks, that's all. You know what that is? That's fancy double speak for nobody's buying them. Okay? That's all that means. Nobody's buying them. Again, if you like them and you want to buy it, great. All right? But the bullshit that we've been sold by the politicians and by all the, the environmental people and everything, some of whom, listen, I'm all for the environment. I'm a hunter, fisherman, big outdoor guy, hiking. I ride horses. I love the outdoors. I can't say enough about the outdoors. I love clean water. I love the woods. I'm in the woods all fall and all winter. All right, that's all great. And any reasonably intelligent person, right? Come on. Who in the hell, unless you're like, running Gotham City or something, who in the hell wants to see polluted anything, right? Who wants to see trees getting knocked down, poison wells? What was that thing they had going on in the 70s? I think they resurrected again. The Superfund. I remember when that happened. Superfund. We have a Superfund site. Right? Nobody wants that. Give me a break. Nobody wants that. Really, think about it. Who in their right mind wants to pollute the air, pollute the water? It's all bullshit, okay? And I got news for you anyway. Look into this, all right? Please, check into this on your own. Don't take my word for it. Everybody should look into this stuff. That's what I said about looking beyond the window, You got to do this today, folks. I'm telling you right now. These EVs are not all they're cracked up to be. They use tremendous amounts of energy to manufacture. There has been some speculation around the byproducts of these things, and also what to do with the vehicle themselves. I've heard horror stories with these things blowing up in salvage yards and taking out like half the yard. All right, they just spontaneously combust. You can't put these out. Fire departments show up. They got to just push the car right into the lake, and it just keeps burning. All right, so there's a lot of bad stuff with this. Okay, it's not. That's all I wanted to say. I wasn't demonizing it. I get that people like them. I drive them. I'm at the shop. They're pretty cool. I mean, that acceleration, it's all direct juice, right? Direct current, bam. There's no friction. There's no delay. That's cool. I get it. But all I'm saying is, let people decide. Right? Let's not be spoon-fed a bunch of baloney, just to kind of push an agenda. And now look, FISCA. FISCA said that they were running into headwinds, economic, political, and otherwise, and it just wasn't enabling them to proceed like they thought. All right, again, it's all doublespeak for no sales. You could say whatever you want. This article can talk about the wind. They're talking about China. China's making too much cheap shit and everything. It's all bullshit. It all comes down to no sales. Folks, you could have the best idea in the world and build it into something, right? I have an idea, and now I created the idea. And everybody looks at it and goes, wow, it's great. It sucks. We don't like it. Right? So this is another validation. There it is. That's the word. That is the word I was looking for. Isn't it something how that stuff just comes to you? Validate. So I was validated by this company, FISCA. I never heard of them. Like I said, they're going under. The FISCA Ocean, their only car is took a nosedive. It's deep in the sea now. All right, here we go. So let's move on to the next thing that I'm really stoked about. All right, and that has to do with what the hell was I talking about? 1 second. All right, so unfortunately, I must have left it in my briefcase, but that's okay. We can tear into this. All right, seriously, listen up. Enough with the EVs. All right, just wanted to validate what I said a couple shows ago. All right, the whole industry is really running into a lot of problems, and we'll have to see what happens. Right? I mean, hopefully, free market forces prevail, and they figure stuff out. Maybe some more guys will go out of business, and there'll only be 1 or 2 left. And I don't know. But, make a decision on that because you really want to. That's all. Don't buy the thing because you're all hyped up and and you're gonna create a new world or something, or you're gonna save the earth. All right, it's all bullshit. Buy it because you like it, you need it, and you want it. All right. So this one I'm stoked. Right before we end the show here, real quick, folks, listen up. We're always helping the folks here. Right, that's what we do. A crash course. So I had an incident here. This is very important. I said, holy shit, I got to get this out there. Had an incident, very unfortunate. All right, woman, customer called us up, never met this person before. They found us on the Tesla app. It was a Tesla vehicle. Found us on the Tesla app. A car was in an accident. It ended up at a body shop in Farmingdale. I'm not going to mention them. It ended up at a body shop in Farmingdale. All right, I know the shop. Good shop, generally speaking. Good guys. I know the guy that runs it and everything. He's a really good guy. I get called up to deal with the situation. The situation was the woman had an accident. The car got towed there, right? And, folks, now listen. This is really important because I talk about this all the time. Certification, all right? It's a Tesla. It has to be fixed at the certified shop. Well, guess what? The shop that it ended up at wasn't certified. Now, they didn't tell her that, okay? They didn't tell her that. They had to come in. They bamboozled her. They said, yeah, no problem. We can fix your car. We'd love to fix your car for you. We do great work. We'd love to make a customer of you. Great. She signs the form. She signs a designated representative and authorization to repair. Bingo. Great. Love it. She's loving it. These guys are great. They sound great. They look great. They're going to do a good job. Only problem is they can't fix the car. Okay? And the car apparently was hit moderately hard, all right? I come to find out there was over a $10,000 estimate generated by the insurance company. Now, here's the problem, folks. I'm serious about this. Listen, I'm really, always trying to help out the folks here, all right? Here's what happened, though. The shop was not forthright with her. Okay? They weren't a certified facility. They knew they couldn't fix the car, all right? And they didn't tell her that. Instead, what they did was they had to sign a couple of forms, took her car, and moved it to another shop way across the island, up north. I'm not going to mention that shop either. That shop was a certified shop. Fine and dandy, no problem. Here's the problem, though, folks. They ethically, all right, and professionally were compelled to inform that person, hey, I can't fix your car. I'm not a certified facility. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the technicians. I don't have the knowledge base, and I don't have access to Tesla. So I can't put your car back together. In fact, I can't even order a part from them. I'm not a certified part. However, what I can do is I can sublet your car out, and I will be your advocate. I will advocate for you, and I will guarantee all of the repairs by the sublet shop. The sublet shop is a fully certified shop, and I can make sure that they get the job and they do the job right and everything else comes out right. And you can even look up the shop. They're on Tesla's website. But they didn't do that. They didn't do it, all right? They lied to her, all right? And they had to sign these forms, says, no problem, we're going to fix your car. Well, guess what? She shows up and decides she needs something out of the car. Guess what? The car's not there. Whoopsie. Okay? Turns out the car's all the way up, all right? All the way up. Going from Farmingdale all the way out to Oyster Bay. Woo! It's beautiful up there. The only problem is I didn't want my car up there. That's what she told them. Whoopsie. So now she finds out about V&J and calls us. I didn't know this. I didn't know this lady from Adam. All right, she just was in a pickle. Found us on the Tesla site. Felt that we were relatively close to her. All right, Beth Page Lindenhurst. I don't know how to call it, but certainly closer than Oyster Bay. And understandably, she was very upset. The shop had lied to her. She thought her car was being fixed at Shop A. Instead, it's over at Shop B. She knows nothing about Shop B. She doesn't even know that her car was moved to Shop B. And then they're telling her that the car's already torn down. She never authorized them to tear it down. So this became a big mess. All right, folks, here's how you avoid that. All right? Here's how you avoid it. All right, you listen to me. You're going to, like I said, you listen to this show, you listen to me, and you're going to be so smart. You're going to be so intelligent. You're going to be able to talk circles around everybody. You're going to understand the auto body industry. You're going to understand the insurance industry, and you're going to understand everything in between. All right, fixing cars, repairing cars, all 9 yards, all about cars. But folks, I really want to stress this before we close out here. Please, I want you to avoid this. This is a very, very complex, all right, and nasty situation again. Now, I got involved in this as an insurance adjuster one time, all right? Only as an advocate for the customer. Obviously, I wasn't intimately involved in the issue, but I was asked to try and help out as the adjuster representing the insurance company. So the moral of the story is, well, first of all, you're going to avoid all this because why? All right? Because you're going to go to collisionservicenetwork.com. Remember, collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, we operate a network of the most amazing body shops there. And you go to collisionservicenetwork.com and you choose one of those shops, folks, you're not going to end up like this. Okay, I promise. All right? Those guys aren't going to lie to you. They're not going to mislead you. They're not going to have you fill out stuff and then claim that they have authority because you filled it out. I'll get to that in a second. All right? No, they're going to be honest with you, forthright, sincere, all right, and they're gonna let you know straight up. Hey, if they can't fix your car, they're gonna let you know they can't fix it. Look, I'd love to fix your car, I just can't. And listen, I'm not even saying that they can't with respect to the technician. Maybe they can actually. Maybe they do have the technicians that can handle it. They can't get the parts, folks. Okay, and this gets back to what? The issue about certification. Remember I mentioned this in the beginning of the show? Very, very important, folks. You need to know who's fixing your car and why they're fixing it and how. You see how this keeps coming around? It's a big circle, 180 degrees, woo! Or maybe 360. Depends how you look at it. At any rate, seriously, though, all right? You need to avoid this situation by going to collisionservicenetwork.com, right? Or calling me, calling us, 631-452-2569. Folks, whatever you do, you don't want to end up in this. This lady was very upset. She was stuck in the middle. She had the one shop that lied to her, then that was getting aggressive with her because she was threatening to take the car. She wanted her car. They didn't want to give her the car. The other guy had the car. He didn't want to get involved. He said, you have to go back to the other guy that lied to you, that sent me the car. And then she called me. All right? And I did the best I could for her. All right, I really did. But unfortunately, at that point, a lot of people's hands were tied. All right, they had the car. You know what they say? Possession is 3/10 of the law, right? Or 9/10 of the law, whatever the hell they say. I know. All I know is they had a car. I gave her very good advice on how to handle that situation to get her car back. The point is not to end up there. Folks, if anybody asks you to sign anything, all right, and you're not comfortable or you haven't made a decision as to whether or not you want to have your car repaired there or leave it there, don't sign. That's all. Don't sign. And if you do sign, all right, she signed a designated rep. The shop tried to tell me that by signing a designated representative form, that gave them the right to move the car. Bullshit. Patent lie. I told the guy that. And the guy that works there knows that because he was also an insurance guy. That designated representative does no such thing. All it does is it enables them to stand in your shoes with the insurance company. That's it. Enables them to represent your interests to the insurance company in all matters related to the claim. Negotiating, settling, fees, parts, all that bullshit. Advocating has nothing to do with them possessing your car or moving your car or anything like that. And as far as the authorization to repair, that's not, all that stuff is not, it's not worth the paper or the ink that it's written on. It's all bullshit. Smoke and mirrors. Good to have, nice to have. It is good to have. We have it. We make people sign it. But I explain it fully to them. See, there's the difference, okay? I'm explaining what they're signing. These guys just push shit out in front of her on how to sign it and then wanted to use that against it. Bullshit. Folks, you never want to end up at a shop like that. All right? You go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com and make sure that the shop you know who's fixing your car and why they're fixing it. Those guys at CollisionServiceNetwork.com, all right, our shops, all right, are the best shops on Long Island. Those folks are going to represent your interests, and they're going to make sure that your car gets fixed the right way and the way that you like it. And then there's no shenanigans. All right? And now you're going to be able to avoid this whole situation. If your car gets towed, all right, and it ends up at a yard or it ends up at a body shop, you don't know these guys from Adam, you don't sign anything. If you're under pressure, leave. Leave. All right? They can't touch your car. They can't do anything. All right? The moral of the story is here, don't get pressured. Don't sign. Leave. And then call CollisionServiceNetwork.com or go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com and find a reliable professional shop that's going to be able to help you out. All right. Unfortunately for this woman, it didn't end well. All right. They were giving her a hard time. I told her she could call the police. I said, go to the shop, stand in the driveway. I said, if they don't give you any answer other than no problem, we're going to get your car, call 911. The police will come. They will facilitate the return of your property. I said, if there's any charges involved, you're going to have to pay them. Right? They said they took the car apart. But it was a big mess. She was very upset, all right? And unfortunately, that first shop, all right, was unethical at best. At worst, all right, they were, disingenuous and purposely misleading this person to capture a job that they knew damn well from the beginning they had no business trying to capture. All right? Go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com. We're going to take care of you. We're looking out for the folks. Remember, we're giving you knowledge and information you need and can use and advice you can trust. Folks, we really appreciate you following us, all right? Keep it on. Keep mentioning us. Keep spreading the word, all right? Letting all the folks know who we are, what we're doing. All right? We really welcome your support, all right? And if you, like I said, if it's your first time listening to me today, I hope you got something out of this. All right? And we'll see you next time.